So good afternoon everybody, myself Acharya Vishvendra. I was just discussing about the multiple step processing over involved. Now let's contribute to the information attributes, that what you are going to learn is how that should be done. So the attributes are that you have a syllabus for any exam. It comprises of subjects, subject comprises of chapters, chapters comprising of topics, topics comprising of subtopics, and subtopics comprises of information, which is in fundamentally. So fundamentally this is syllabus is related to the information that we have learnt over here. So you need to develop an information which is concise, comprehensive, mind map based. So you can use the concept of optimal physics over here. So I have compiled the books on that. If you need to optimize the information sources, because thing is that nowadays information is available free of cost. So the importance is not of the information, it's the significance is of the pattern information. Pattern information means a source of information which is sufficient to make you solve your questions, because ultimately you are being judged on the basis of how many questions you are able to do. So that your thinking process should be aligned with the problem solving, with the question solving skills. So for that you can use my worksheets. It's optimal physics worksheets or optimal worksheets. You can search YouTube for optimal physics worksheets by Acharya Vishvendra or optimal worksheets by Acharya Vishvendra. So in that what I have done is that I have compiled a number of questions. They are generally 9, 12, 15, 21, etc. And what they do is that they complete the entire spectrum, the entire range of problems concerned with a particular subtopic of a topic of a chapter. So that makes sure that within, let's say, the duration of the videos are generally between 5 to 6 minutes. So in between those 5 to 6 minutes, I have tried to cover a number of questions which generally takes about half an hour. So I have reduced the time factor by let's say about 5 times or 6 times. So that's just to optimize your learning, because what I have observed is there should be concise learning, there should be converging learning. Converging learning means you have 1 hour, you just first counsel yourself that in 1 hour I have to do let's say 10 questions, and check your output. Output means check retention process, that how many questions you are able to retain. For example, as per JEE NEET are concerned, there are a total of let's say about 50,000 questions in physics, chemistry, maths, or physics, chemistry, bio. And if you are able to master those questions and are able to retain those questions in exam, there is a good probability that you will be getting selected. So you should think like that. You should think according to the performance given in the exam. So think by visualizing the testing process, by visualizing the test. Because most of the times what happens is that we don't think according to the exam. We just prepare in any random way, hit and trial method. So our thinking process gets blocked. Our thinking process is of low frequency. It involves simple algorithms. That's why we are not able to retain what we learned. To understand it, just ask yourself what you studied today. What were the chapters covered? What were the topics covered? What were the concepts? What were the facts? What were the questions? What were the answers? What were the the critical cases? So just ask yourself, and you will come to know that how you are preparing. Is your thinking process sufficient to retain the information which you learned during that process? So that thinking process is the main factor. And let's understand another thing is, which is the output. So human mind brain system is basically comprising of input, process, and the output, as I explained earlier. And this performance leads to success in life. So but we just understand that there is a concept of integrated output which leads to performance. So your mind brain system has to work as an integrated system to lead to the performance. And output for a student is getting answers and filling that answer in the OMR sheet as per competitive exams like JEE NEET are concerned. So there is a concept of output and success. Integrated output leads to performance, and performance leads to success. Now there is a suppose this is you and this is where you want to go, and success is the process when you move from this step to this. Because success is not achieving a result, it's about the process. Because when you will achieve something, then you will think what I'll do next. So life is a continuous process. In the same way, success is also a continuous process. It's not that you come to a certain point and you say that you are successful. No, you will have to perform regularly. For example, if you are going to select in JEE, then getting admission in IITs is not enough. You need to perform over there, perform in test. There will be test, there will be early exams, and you will be judged on the basis of that. Then using that, you will have to get selected in a particular MNC. Then you will have to perform over there, and you will have to perform for your entire life. So performance is not a single step process, it's a continuous process. You'll have to perform your entire life if you want to lead a good life. So that explains the process. And here is when you move from this step to this step, there is a, you need to take a jump from this to this. So the process is here is important, and finally the process leads you to success. So ultimately the purpose here was to tell you that success is a process of moving from one step to another. So just optimize your processes and optimize your success. Thank you and have a nice day.